So bicycle is a good thing to develop in cities, and not only in cities, to ensure sustainable development and to provide good health for citizens, etc.
So when I leave home, I take one of my children on the bike, my husband is taking the other one on the bike, and we drop them at school. Then I go from school to here. I have an electric bike, so it's about 30 minutes travel. And then I lock my bike and I just go to work, and at the end of the day I will just go back to school, take my children with me and go back home. You feel great, it makes like a good break after work or before work. Like it's a good transition from private to professional life.
Once or 2 times a week. I especially use my bike to come to university because it's faster than the bus.
So every day I use my bike between the home to the university, yes. Before I come to the university by motorbike. 5 years ago I changed for the electric bike. The benefits is for the timing. At the same time, between motorbike and electric bike.
The most important for me is because it's very fast, easy. You can pass by bicycle in any parts of the city. You don't have problems with traffic in general. In general, it depends. Now you have a traffic for bicycles in some parts of the city.
The city is bike friendly, but people are not always bike friendly. So it's pretty complicated to share the road with a car or maybe sometimes bus.
Like the thing to tackle would be the behavior of drivers and everything, especially when it comes to roads that don't have bike paths.
I don't like to share the road with the cars, so there are some parts of my travel that I need to do on the main roads, and so the cars are driving at maybe 80, 90 kilometers, and yeah, it's not that great, it's not safe, but the cycle lines are disconnected for that part now on. So if I want to use the bike, I have to cross those roads.
One of the big problems in Montpellier is you can have a cycle path and right next to a square there is nothing. You pass to some aménagement to nothing. So you didn't even know where you were supposed to cycling.
There's been a lot of change around the biking infrastructure in Montpellier over the past few years to make it way more bike friendly than it was like 5 years ago, with the new bike and bus lanes and whatnot.
There is like a huge a cycle plan here in Montpellier and in France in general. This is something, well, it will depend. We can't make the future and see the future exactly, but there is some money put to make those infrastructures happen, and quite quickly actually.
I do think that in general cyclists in the city are a bit more careless when they're outside the city. Like, as a pedestrian, I do often end up like nearly getting run over by a cyclist. As like cars sometimes seem like they don't care about cyclists, sometimes cyclists seem like they don't care about pedestrians.
First thing is to continue creating new infrastructures and new bike paths that are not shared with other modes of transportation, and do not mix them with pedestrian, because it creates some conflict, and we don't want conflict between pedestrians and cyclists.
Also, the university has a mobility challenge, which take part of the cycling campus and city project. The mobility challenge take place in 4 universities in Europe. The goal is to push people to use more active modes like cycling or walking. The university, we have more than 600 parks for the bikes and one repair station. Once a month there is a repair workshop on the 2 main campuses of the Université Paul Valéry.
Because I hope that in 15 years there will be great connections for bikers from point to point. So I know that for the high school or like secondary school, they will be able to bike. So yeah, I'm quite optimistic.